Hi everyone, I have a genuinely insane tactic to show you today. It is super OP in the match engine, but it's very simple at the same time. We're not using any kind of crazy formation, any kind of crazy player roles, but it is so effective and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. Hi everyone, Jake here for FMSCOUT, and as I mentioned in the intro, today we've got a tactic that is super effective, yet so simple that I think even you people that aren't super obsessed with tactics are gonna love this one. Before we get into it though, something a little different, we're setting a like target on today's video. If you guys appreciate the tactic and appreciate the video, it would really mean a lot to us if we could hit 350 likes. So hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't as well. But before we get into the video, one more thing, we have a sponsor on today's video, and that is Spitch. So now let's tell you a little bit about them. Spitch is the ultimate fantasy football game that allows you to win real prizes for free. Available in the UK and Ireland for people over the age of 18. Once you download the app from the link in the description, you can register, pick your team and pit yourself against other fantasy football managers, testing your knowledge to win some amazing prizes, which I'll show on screen here, but you can win these for free. Now, unlike usual season-length fantasy football apps, Spitch allows you to enter weekly competitions, meaning there's so many chances to win great prizes. Once you're set up on the app, you're ready to pick your team and compete against other fantasy football players. You then pick your captain, who will get you bonus points, and then on top of that, Spitch has some great statistical analysis to help you in your player picks for your side, and then you're set. You're ready to win some potential rewards. On top of the free competitions, there are paid for competitions with a variety of different prizes too, so if you're into that stuff, go for it, but you can play for free, and for that reason, there really is nothing to lose in terms of downloading the app. You guys could win something, it supports us on the channel as well, so we'd greatly appreciate it, and we greatly appreciate the sponsor, so thank you Spitch for sponsoring this video, and now onto the tactic that you're here for. So as you can see, the tactic is super simple, nothing crazy, no crazy player roles, but why is it so effective? Well, we're about to show you. So this is the Kashmir Knap 451 AF tactic. You can find it linked in the description if you want to get it that way, but if you're looking to set it up yourself or you're just curious, let's have a look at all the individual roles and how it plays out. We have a sweeper keeper with basic instructions. We have a wing back on attack with the following instructions as seen on screen. We've got two ball playing defenders with the same instructions on the defense duty. You'll see the instructions in lighter green with the minuses next to them are individual instructions that you'll have to put on the players yourself. We've got a wing back on support looking like this, a defensive midfielder on support. We've got a box-to-box midfielder and a central midfielder on attack, which are super effective in the current meta of the game. A winger on attack looking like this, an advanced forward on attack, and inside forward on attack. You get the idea. This is very attacking and I love the way that it plays in game. The mentality is positive, so we're looking to play some nice positive football. In terms of the instructions while we're in possession, we can see there's not all that much going on here. We've just got some extremely high tempo, work the ball into the box, and you can see the settings for everything else. When possession's lost, we're looking to counter press and counter once we win the ball, and we're looking to distribute to the centre backs. Out of possession, it looks like this. A high line, we are playing high tempo football, which seems to be the meta in Football Manager in terms of what does well, but there's not all that much going on. It's just the combination of the player roles and the instructions, and the individual instructions especially, make this tactic super effective. We're going to test it with a variety of teams in the Premier League. We've got Watford, who are a lower level team, predicted to finish 19th. Liverpool, predicted to be one of the top teams, of course. In France, we've got Lille and Saint Etienne, neither of which are expected to cause too much upset in the league. Lille, the best of the two, have a media prediction of 5th. Then in Italy, we've got a top 6 team in Lazio and a mid-table team in Cagliari, and the results are super impressive. So with that being said, without further ado, let's go show off those results, because I'm very excited to show you guys just how well it does. As you can see here, Liverpool have finished champions on 102 points. That's over 20 points ahead of Manchester City in second, runners-up in the Champions League, FA Cup winners, and overall a dominant season. But perhaps more surprisingly is Watford, predicted to finish 19th, finishing in 8th place, way off the relegation spots and not too far out from getting a European place, although there is a few points in it. Winning 15 games and drawing 9, it's been a great season for Watford, and to say they're the team that's going to do worse in this simulation just goes to show how great this tactic is, because 8th for Watford is absolutely fantastic. Lazio have done the double, winning the Italian Cup and winning the Serie A by plenty of points, but perhaps more surprisingly is mid-table minnows Cagliari, expected to finish 13th I think it was, or maybe 11th, one of the two, I can't remember exactly. They finished on 86 points, only losing 6, only drawing 5, and way ahead of the chasing pack. They've got so many points on Juve, Napoli, Atalanta, Roma, even Inter Milan. It's been a great year for them, and it's great to see how well this tactic is doing for them. Before we switch over and have a look at the French League results, I'd also like to let you know you can find my channel linked in the description. It's more Let's Play style stuff, so if you want to watch our Wolfsburg save or some random one-off rebuild videos we have, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy this content, you might enjoy it over there too. So if you want to head over there, check it out and hit the subscribe button while you're there as well. That would be awesome. But back to the video and what you're here to see. Lille have came pretty close to PSG, closer than it usually gets in these simulations. And Saint Etienne as well haven't done as well as Lille, but they've cleared the opposition out. They've finished third quite comfortably. It's been a great season for them. And overall, everyone in this tactic is shining. I love this tactic because it shows that you don't need all these crazy instructions and liberos and shadow strikers and, you know, false nines, whatever it might be. You can play quite simply, quite simple roles, just a few tweaks here and there. Even the team instructions, there wasn't that much going on, but it's super effective in game and I absolutely love that. So if you'd like a more simple tactic, do check it out, but let's have a look in more detail using Cagliari as our example of how well this tactic's done. So looking at the overview for this side, we can see João Pedro has finished as top goal scorer on 33 goals from 37 appearances. He has played out of his skin. I don't know whether he was the left-sided player, the inside forward, or whether he was the striker out and out. Either way, it's great results for him. We've got our left-back finishing as the highest average match rating at the club. He's had a great season. And the performance from Cagliari has been amazing overall. We will show some gameplay of this tactic a little later on, but you can see just how well they were doing. I mean, up until December at this point, which I'm seeing, we've only lost a couple of games, and one of them was to Lazio, which is the other team we're managing. From there, it seemed to tail off a little bit as the season went on, but it was still a very good performance. We've done amazingly overall. I imagine every team in this Serie A was as surprised as us when they saw Cagliari doing so well, but how have they performed statistically compared to other clubs? Let's first look at team overview and look at goals scored. Lazio have absolutely smashed it, scoring 126 goals in the league alone. That is an incredible number, 2.61 goals per game. Cagliari scored 81, which is great for them. And then if we look at fewest conceded, we're actually up there as some of the best defensive teams too. Cagliari only conceding 37 and Lazio only conceding 40. So we've done very well defensively as well as in attack. It's not completely defensively sound. 37 goals doesn't mean a complete shutout in defence, of course, but it's not bad at all. We've done pretty well. Also, I want to say, I may be butchering the pronunciation of this team name, so I apologise if I am. Let me know in the comments how to pronounce it if I am wrong. But Cagliari, it looks like it kind of makes sense. But yeah, just in general, this tactic has done awesome. If we look at player overview, most goals, 62? I didn't know that before I came here. Ciro Immobile has scored 62 goals for Lazio in the league in 38 games. What the hell? Are they all penalties? 16 are penalties, so he's won a lot of penalties. But come on. I mean, 13 in the league are penalties, should I say. 62 goals. You can see by my face, I did not know that when I came there. That is an incredible number. They really have smashed it. Both of our strikers doing better than anyone else in the league. Assist-wise, we've got Luis Alberto getting 30 assists, Pedro with 11 assists, and Keita Balde on 11 assists as well. Is there anything else interesting here? Most key passes goes to Luis Alberto by a country mile, but Razvan Marin is appearing here, someone we haven't seen just yet. I imagine he was the central midfielder on attack. He's looked like he's had a great season. He has 8 goals, 10 assists from central midfield, a great performance from him. And overall, this tactic has done so good. I keep saying it, but what more can you say? It's been completely dominant, actually far more than some of the tactics we've looked at in the past. In terms of possession, it's doing well, nothing crazy. In terms of expected goals, both of our teams are smashing it. Considering Milan were ahead of Cagliari in goals, but not expected goals, it goes to show the quality in Cagliari's team isn't that great. If it was, they would have easily outperformed Milan in terms of goals scored. It's also seemingly won a lot of penalties, but nothing crazy, because Milan and Juve have also won 13 and 14 between them. Goals from corners, I imagine we'll have a lot. 19 from Lazio, 11 from Cagliari, which isn't too crazy compared to the 9s at Roma, Inter and Bologna getting 8, so that's nothing too special. But the corner tactic has seemingly done very well. We will have a look at that in a second before we go into the match engine game. But overall, this has gone fantastic. I've got no issues with this tactic at all. Defensively, it's solid, not the world's best, but it's solid. And then in the attack, I mean, the goals are just free flowing. We're scoring so many. And I think the best thing to do once we look at this set piece tactic will be to show off maybe a Lazio game where we're really playing out of our skin. To anyone interested, here's the corner tactic on the left and the right, and just so you know, the corner is below my head, but he's set to aim them at near post. So near post corners are seemingly very overpowered as well. I think overpowered is definitely the name for this tactic, so we're not doing anything crazy, it's just working like a charm. To finish off the video, we'll have a look at how it performed in the match engine with this 5-0 win for Lazio against Venezia. So let's see how this played out. Here's the side we were playing. Immobile scored 4. Here we go with the first highlight. Some nice play between the people at the front of the pitch, played out to Pedro on the wing, who's cutting it back to Immobile, who looked a mile offside, but he's apparently tapped it in. It has gone to VAR, but apparently it's ended up counting. We then have an Immobile penalty. I did see a lot of penalties were won and a lot of penalties were scored, so clearly something is encouraging that in a tactic. This looks like some nice play again to cut Venezia apart. Some great football there, and Immobile, I mean, it's terrible defending, isn't it, really? But it's good play to get Immobile into that space. There's 3 goals. Here comes our 4th. Is it going to be a counter-attack at the other end of the pitch? It is. It's a long ball up to Immobile. This tactic seems to have everything in it. We're scoring from so many different ways. That's a counter-attack goal. Nice to see the counter-attacking as soon as we win the ball back is working well. And for our final goal, I think this will be... It was the inside forward, right? Where's he at? Is he making a late run? He is. Are we about to pass it through? Oh, it's a long shot. It's a great goal, actually. I don't think anything has encouraged that through the tactic. That is just a great finish. So there we go, guys. That is the end of today's tactic video. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed it. I think it's a super successful tactic without doing anything mind-blowingly crazy in terms of the way it plays. It's just very overpowered and does really well. It's super simple. I'm sure anyone who tries it out will love it. I did not expect it to do this well. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed. You can find the tactic linked in the description. And thanks again to our sponsor Spitch for sponsoring this video. So I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good day and goodbye.